Good luck, old man.
Oh, I'm gonna end you.
Hello, gamers! Everybody, hello, and welcome back to Slurpathon X. Once again, I am Tempest Mask 1000. I will be your donation reader for this upcoming race here of Gunstar Superheroes. And some of you might not even know this game existed, but let me tell you, it's pretty interesting. And not only that, we are also going to have a race by our good friends here, the Phantomire and Moonkues. So if you all are curious about this one, it's basically a sequel to Gunstar Heroes of the Genesis. It's like an actual sequel, not even joking. Not a lot of people might know that Treasure made a couple of Game Boy Advance sequels, but I'll let our runners take care of the explanations and what to know in just a second. But before we get to that, allow me to quickly remind you all that we are raising money for Extra Life, and we are doing so to support our friends of the Alberta Children's Hospital Foundation. And at the moment, we are near $2,000. So, folks, if we can potentially get that met before the end of today, because we still got a archipelago run following this one, that would be pretty rad. I'd certainly love to see it. I'm sure our runners would love to see it. And if you would like to chip in, !donate will take you to our link, and you can also include a message for me to read. I am always happy to do so, whether it includes silly things, puns, or whatnot. Let's see what we can all do together. But for now, I think I've kept these two waiting for long enough. Phanto, Moon, good luck. Take it away.
Thank you so much for that introduction. So, Moon and I will jump right into the run and get started very shortly. I think we'll need our lovely host to maybe count us down, and then we can get this whole show on the road.
A lovely host. Aw, shucks. Alright, you two. Cursor ready?
I'm ready.
Cursor's ready.
Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's rock.
Okay. So, for those familiar with Gunstar Heroes, you're gonna see a lot of similarities in that game in terms of some of like the flow, the movement, the music, the graphic style, but there's some pretty distinct changes that make this a very interesting run, and super fun. Like, you're gonna wind up seeing things like the kicks and like the melees and their usefulness have not gone away, and they make for some pretty interesting movement in the way that we can push through things, but it also makes things difficult, like the way that I just got stuck there.
And also, you know, we're one of the big things about this one is that we've got our super bar up at the top. That's going to be super useful throughout the run. We're going to be using attacks that are going to really sit there and melt these bosses like this Earth boss we're coming up to.
And so the big thing with this first boss is we only want to take out one of its hands with the big blast attack, because if we take out two, then it goes and does a little song and dance off in the corner, so we're going to try and do everything that we can to avoid that.
Alright.
Okay. I kind of messed up the quick kill. How'd you do, Moon?
I messed it up just a tiny bit, but I recovered.
Nice.
So,
So one of the things is, this is an interesting game to race, and Moon and I had raced a couple of times in preparation for the marathon. And one of the biggest determinants is not actually the final stage. It's the fourth stage, which kind of doesn't make any sense if you haven't seen the game, but it's, if anybody knows anything about Dice Fortress, that'll be the chaotic point that you'll see the make or break. But when we were prepping for this race, and we really hope that we can have this happen for this run as well, is when we did our first practice run, we actually both went into the boss basically at the same time and finished within a couple seconds of one another, so we're hoping we can put on that kind of run. But if anything goes wrong at Dice Fortress, the other person's pretty well the winner at that point.
yeah.
And you'll see why when we get there.
Yeah. So basically this verse is just kind of clearing off enemies as quick as possible. I'm going to try and clear off these helicopters in one cycle. Oh, I got him quick.
Nice. It's very easy to miss that because your shots are not like rapid enough, so it's easy to kind of get them off cycle and miss destroying the helicopter, and I missed one of them, so you're gonna see how much longer that takes for me to have to wait for this to come off the screen. And the next section that we're gonna be worried about, Moon's gonna be coming up to pretty shortly. Oh no, I accidentally launched my special attack when I didn't need to. How did that happen? But the flicky section, where we're capturing little birds, is like one of the most difficult sections of the entire game, and is deceptively brutal.
And here we go. Because you got these like hopper biker guys, and also if you see the red little shines, oh, I just got hit. All right, well.
And so the big thing is when you get hit, you lose all of the flickies you're supposed to collect, so you're supposed to collect those birds all in one cycle, and then take them to the center, and obviously, ideally, is to not go back and forth. And you get hit, you lose them, which is just awful. Oof! I almost lost.
And that's the Dice Palace?
Are you serious? Oh man, okay.
If this is the Dice Palace, this is nothing like the one I'm
No,
familiar with.
No, we're not in there.
Okay, good.
No,
So
This
I have
has
a
gotta be
decent
pink
flicky
then.
section. So anybody who's familiar with Gunstar Heroes and the Dice Fortress, the Dice Fortress is the big problem in running that game. The difference here, though, is that we have, hypothetically, you have total control to make it consistency, where it's totally random in the original game. However, to get it consistent is a whole other story. So we'll both obviously try our best, but we'll see what happens.
Oh my god, finally I'm out of there. So many attempts.
So that's what I mean about Flicky being just awful. Like for reference, this isn't me putting myself down, but like Moon is a better player than myself at this game. But it's just one of those things where you're really at the mercy of what the game throws at you sometimes. So what happens is sort of out of our control sometimes, because it's very easy for like the very subtle movements to kind of get lost on you.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So we're up on pink. Just gonna be really get underneath his feet, get up there, and super her a couple of times while doing the fly kick here. And then that's about it. That's off of pink.
Yeah, you sort of see like the power of the physical attacks, because most of that, even though you also will use some of the shooting with your charge shot, most of your attack is going to wind up being sliding into that boss. Like the physical attacks in this game do some pretty substantial damage when you know where to use them.
Yep. Yes, let's pause the game. Perfect.
I did the same thing when you were waiting to put in your name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, very common thing to happen. Yeah, I swear I almost do it every stage, certain runs, when I get excited that it's like, I gotta get this gold split, and then I lose it because I have menued too early. Menuing is an art form in speedruns that a lot of people external don't really notice until they start running. So in this climb here, my big thing is trying to get on any of these, primarily the top one, but you're supposed to climb all three of them up, and it's really difficult to get on them. If you mess up along the way, I messed all of them up. I destroyed them all.
And we're gonna see if my marathon muscles, where I miss all of them.
So this is one of the rare instances that we're actually going to see Laser in the run. I think he's the only boss that we actually use it on. Well, actually no, Silver as well, depending on what patterns we get. But he's the only one that is like guaranteed that you're going to be using Laser. So what I'm going to be trying to do, and what Moon will try and do as well, is we're going to bring the airplane up ahead over to the right a little bit, then we're going to slide to the left and try and jump on the plane, and while he's talking, we kill him. I didn't quite get it. I got up there, but I didn't kill him. Not too bad a recovery there. And one of our biggest things is going into Dice Palace, particularly for the part where we are rolling the dice, making sure that it is that we have our full fire meter. It's critical for the success of that stage. But right now we're in auto-scrolling mode. Yo, you got the quick kill? Nice. So right now, this stage, we're gonna get to the, like, the time between now and when we get to the boss, there's, like, going to virtually be no difference. Silver, the actual boss himself, can give you some pretty awful patterns. He has, I think, 7 different forms he can choose from, and some of them are just terrible to have to deal with, so we're hoping for some good ones. If you get really good patterns, you can basically sit in one spot and not do anything, which is obviously ideal.
And that easy, you only have to fight 3 of the forms.
Yeah.
Normal, you would fight 5 of the forms, and if you were to play on hard, you have to fight all 7 forms. So we're only going to have to take down 3 of the 7.
And if you're playing on hard mode, you are a brave person, because it is no slouch at all. And Backseat Gaming in chat there said that they struggled with this game quite a bit. It's understandable because it can get deceptively brutal at certain parts. Easy mode, there's a lot more lenience. It's understandable that it's easy mode. But it's by no means free. The first time I played this game, even as an experienced Gunstar runner, I got absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of a transition I would make between running the first game and potentially trying this out. There are a decent amount of similarities, as one can tell, but one of the nice things is that it's not exactly the same. I think that much is clear as day, and
you can get humbled pretty quickly.
Yeah, I can only imagine that. Also, I find the intros of the bosses being very short kind of funny. Like, you just see him say, "I am green," and then we just fight. And then Orange, he says he'll flatten us with his fists, but then he only has 100 health, which is rather astonishing, and you just take him down no problem.
I did not like that pattern. Don't press start too early. That's a note to both of us. There we go.
Oh, I think I just caught back up.
Nice.
And
oh no! I did the thing. I always accidentally jump into the pit at the start of Dice Fortress, and I don't know why. I consistently make that mistake.
Just love how this game really pushes the hardware of the Game Boy Advance to the fullest when it comes to graphics. Seeing the top-down shooter of the earlier stage, like maybe 2 stages ago with Orange, was rather mind-blowing. Like, I really enjoyed that.
Okay, now this is everything right here. So we're gonna be trying to get 4, 3, 1. Same to you. Okay, got the 4. Let's see if I can get the quick kill. Come on, please, please, please. Yes, I got it.
okay.
Okay, got 4.
Oh no, I didn't! Oh god, I hit too early.
No. So unless I mess up above that, this might have actually determined the race here. That's how particular this all is, but Moon can still recover quite well. How you doing, Moon?
I'm on the item. Let's go.
Nice. Okay, good. No, I can't do the climb. No. No, I did it again. There we go. Okay. 3-3. Come on. Okay, got my first 3. So, which one are you doing for your path, Moon?
I'm gonna do 3-2 or 1-3-2. Oh no! And I went to bro. Okay. Man,
Okay, got my 3-3.
Oh,
Can I just say that melon bread looked very scary in this game?
Yeah, that's the thing. This is another use of the laser, so half of Black's fight I'm going to be using the flame, and then the other half I'm going to be using the fire, because that's how it is that he can get hit. And I'm hoping that I have enough health to risk the quick kill on the final form, because it's super fun, but it's also terrifying. He can just demolish you. Okay, I got it.
I'm getting there. Oh, my health is sketchy.
Are you just in the black fight?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, man, you got this.
There we go. Oh.
My climb was, I don't think I've ever done the climb that horribly, but I was like shaking because I was like, oh no, I actually got the patterns, I killed Minnie, like I did this right.
Oh, I am the nerve. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh boy.
Definitely nerve
I mean, at
time.
least this is all downhill from here. Oh. And this is why we have estimates.
Yeah, 100%. So this part, you're going to see both of us slightly hesitating a bit here, just so that we can get under the flames there, because they just waste time and hurt you. You want to have as much health as you can get. That was a bad shot. Oh no.
Apparently I got it in such a way that I got hit by the last one.
Okay, now we're both going to be in, well, I'm in auto-scroller mode now. Flying through space.
Come on.
Nothing
Dude,
you can do to
seriously?
speed this part up. Where are you, Moon?
I'm getting into there now.
Okay. Did you have a
I'm literally right behind
bad soldier fight too? Mine was awful.
I had him at 5 health and he just kept jump kicking. I'm like, get away from me.
Yeah. That's basically what I had. He had higher health, and then I just like melted him. That's the part of like with this run where we were talking about before. There's certain things that are like super finicky, so things going wrong is totally. Again, he said there's a reason that we have estimates. But the thing that I'm really happy about is that even though that we kind of had like a choppier fortress there, him and I are at a comparable time, which our big goal was to have something that was like close to one another. We wanted to put on a good show for y'all.
Most impressive indeed.
Gunstar Fang wins the sliding race, 100%.
Yeah. Come on, there we go.
Fang is
Alright.
the winner. I mean, it's like robot arm, fire shooting, firewall punching dog. I mean, how can you argue with that? Love my Gunstar characters, but none of them compete with Fang. Contra hardcore. So yeah, this is auto-scrollery time. There's going to be one more auto-scroller that we'll have to do. This one we can save time. The final auto-scroller of the game, you always finish at the same time. It's just an opportunity for you to charge your weapons and make sure that you're ready for the final stretch. Once we get to...
This is a good time. Do you have any donations or anything?
Or bring up
Let me
anything
go
for
ahead
the
and
cause.
check into that
Yeah.
right now. We do not seem to have anything new that came in ever since the end of our Symphony of the Night randomizer, but folks, if you are inclined to donate to our cause, just go ahead and click the link that spawns by typing in !donate. It'll take you to Slurpathon's Extra Life page, which Yeah, it's definitely got a little bit of history. I know the page says 4 years. I imagine it must have been at least a little bit longer, but still, there's definitely a bit of history behind us raising money here for Extra Life, and all that will once again be going over to Alberta Children's Hospital Foundation. So anything that you have to give is going to be very much appreciated, especially when considering this much. Any funds that we raise that go to Alberta Children's Hospital are unrestricted funds, which means the hospital themselves gets to decide where and how to spend this money and ensure that the dollars we give to them will make the biggest impact possible. So rest assured that we will be making quite a difference for them, and of course, by supporting them, we'll just be benefiting them along the long way and all that good jazz. And
they do phenomenal work. Can't recommend them enough.
Yeah, I can't stress how great a deed we are doing for them.
And so this is the auto-scroller that we talked about. Right now, what I'm doing is just charging my flame weapon just to make sure that it is that we're ready as we go along. Because this next stretch here, sort of like in the original Gunstar Heroes, is a boss rush mode. And like in the original Gunstar, the fights are different, which I have appreciated. Like, I love my Blue Bomber and I love Mega Man, but sometimes just doing the same thing again, just in a different stage, is kind of like, eh. So the fact that they have like different patterns, like completely different fights, you're going to especially see the difference in Black's fights. It's really, really cool. I like the update for it, so it's a really cool stage to go through. But we're really at the mercy of the final boss in terms of like, the second last boss. Silver is awful and can really make or break a lot.
Alright, I'm into refights.
Same here. Oh, I'm loving this. Let's go. This is a hard quick kill to set up first here on pink, so we're gonna try our best here. But if we miss it, it's not a fault of us, it's just brutal. Yeah, I missed it. Nah, too bad at recovery. How'd you do?
I just got it. Hey, orange refight.
So our big thing with this is we have to stay like a certain distance. We can't stay too far away or else he'll charge through. So we're basically stun locking him at a particular distance so that he doesn't do anything to us at all. Should have picked up that health just in case, but oh well. Too late now. Betting it all on black.
There's a bet on black.
So our big thing here is we have to not only take care of black, but dealing with these platforms that are coming up, and then eventually lasers on the sides, and then there are also some big fire laser beams that come up from the bottom too. It's just non-stop chaos in this fight. So sometimes you'll see us pausing and trying to destroy the lasers first, because one of the big things is we need to make sure that we also have enough health for Silver as well, because he can chew up a ton of health. Yo, thanks Toad for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Hope you're all doing well. You're just catching the end of this Gunstar race.
Alright, watch down.
Okay, I got a great opening pattern.
Quick shout out to Wyvern Master for the double raid here.
Give me some good.
Come on, go. Oh, I'm getting my opening pattern was phenomenal, and now I'm getting coached here. Okay,
Come on,
Silver's dead. How you doing, Moon?
I'm still fighting Silver.
Oh, he's giving you the... Yeah, this is the thing.
Stop picking me. Give me something I can work with, please. It's not something I can work with.
So we're going to
Finally.
work out the chaos of
Thank
these
you.
gems here. This fight is like random and just monstrosity, and you just sort of adapt as you go along. It's kind of hard to explain how we do it, but the big thing is focusing the weaknesses on both of the gems here, like the red and the blue one. There we go. Time.
GG's. I'm finishing up here.
Yo, Wyvern, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome Toad. Welcome Wyvern. Welcome everyone. Come on, Moon, you got this.
I got it. Just gotta clean it up here. And time.
Yo, grats, Moon.
Thank you. GG's, Panto. Oh, man.
That was an incredible run for them both of you, and very close at that. Holy jeez.
That's actually what we were hoping. This whole time we weren't really care about who was winning, just so long as it is that we put on a good enough show where we showed off most of the stuff and got close to one another, and we were on the same boss at the same time, so that's perfect.
Oh, for sure. Glad I got to be a part of it.
So if
Like,
you're interested in
yeah.
running this game, definitely check it out. The Discord, and the community, like they're super chill. Love to see new runners, and everybody's willing to help out. Like I know Moon and of course I'm gonna forget the world record holder's name right now.
Perfect.
There we go. Yeah, have talked a lot about strats, and they're very active in that kind of stuff. So definitely hit them up and chat about strats. We love to see new runners of this game because it's such a cool forgotten gem for the Game Boy Advance.
Definitely.
I personally
want to
love
thank
this,
everyone for...
Sorry, Moon.
No, it's fine. I was just going to say, I want to thank everyone. Thanks for, having me on here, letting me run again. Thank you, Panto, for a great race.
Yeah, thank you too. Congrats. That was exactly everything that we hoped for. I wish it was even closer, because like when we got that where it was like 2 seconds within one another.
Yeah.
But that was still great. Thank you so much, everyone. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'd personally love to see this game ported to the Game Boy Advance app on Switch so that more people can get to play this officially anyway.
100%.
I mean, I could totally see myself trying to emulate this just so I can have the experience under my belt. Because, again, this just looks so amazing. The way Treasure handled the Game Boy Advance hardware to the same professional degree as how they made the original game. I'm quite blown away by this, and honestly, this just feels great to look at.
Oh,
Thank you both for bringing this for us.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal game, and yeah, I wish that there was a more accessible option, because right now, having the GameCube, the Game Boy player, and then having to run like a SNES controller through that and have all these adapters and all sorts of things just to make it runnable is, a lot of work to get to. So it'd be nice to have something like it in the Switch or whatever. But yeah, we're really happy to show this off, and I'm happy that we had the race that we did.
All right, folks. Well, stay tuned because we've got a major run to close off the night here for day 3 of Slurpathon. And of course, once again, I'm going to depart for now. But y'all better be ready because the next host is actually going to be all the folks engaged with this archipelago run. And we've got 4 hours of what they call mistake percent. So y'all better stay tuned for Trank, Karnath, Avatar, Rush, and Captain Mop. All of them are going to be doing that Deathlink incentive as well. At least that's going to be for Trank, Karnath, Rush, and Avatar particularly. And then, yeah, there's a lot to look forward to. So 4 hours of fun for the rest of today, and then we still got a full day of speedruns tomorrow. Let's see if we can't hit that 2,000 mark by then. But overall, keep up the great work, and, well, before you know it, we'll be back hopefully soon. Until then, you're watching Slurpathon X, and we'll be right back with that, right back at you.